A very good morning, dear students. Welcome to e-learning classes of Sacred Hearts of the subject Business Studies. Dear students, in the previous lecture, we have discussed about the two stages of formation of a joint stock company, and the stages were capital subscription stage, and the second stage was the commencement of business. Dear students, if we talk about the capital subscription stage, then it includes different steps such as SEBI approval. SEBI is the Security and Exchange Board of India. Thereafter, second step was prospectus or a statement in lieu of the prospectus. That is a sort of invitation that is given to the common public. The third one is the appointment of bankers, brokers, and underwriters. All these bankers, brokers, and underwriters are being appointed so that the buying and selling of the financial securities can be executed smoothly. Thereafter, the fourth stage, that is the minimum subscription, is to be received by the company, and that is the 90% of the issued amount within the 120 days. And if it is not received, then within next 10 days, the amount is to be received to the applicants. Thereafter, application to the stock exchange, any of the stock exchange in the India, and the last one, that is the allotment of shares, that means the description of shareholders to the registrar. Thereafter, the second stage was the commencement of business, in which a different declarations is to be submitted by the company to the registrar, and registrar again cross check all the information, and if he feels satisfied with the authenticity and validity, then issues the certificate of commencement, and from this day onward the public company can also start its business. Now, dear students, today we will start the next topic of the chapter, that is the some important documents used in the formation of a company. We have just discussed about the stages of formation of company, but in this a lot of documentation work is to be done. So we are going to discuss the most of the important documents that is to be prepared while for the formation of a joint stock company. So today we will discuss about the very first important document, that is a memorandum of association. Let's get started. There are basically three important documents. The very first is the memorandum of association, second article of association, and the third one is the prospectus. Today we are going to discuss about the memorandum of association, which is also known as MOA. So this is a principal document of a company, and it is considered as the charter of the company. That means the ruling book out of which all the clause have been written, and that will be followed on the company and followed by the company. It contains powers and objectives of the company, and it also describes the scope of operation of the company. Now see further, memorandum of association provide information to the outsiders such as creditors, suppliers, dealers, to all them. It used to provide the information that is about the limitation, about the scope of the company's dealing. And it is also known as doctrine of outdoor management. Why it is told as the doctrine of outdoor management? Because it is specifically the information provider for the outsiders. Now see the contents of the memorandum of association. So dear students, if we talk about the contents of memorandum of association, then there are different clauses over there. The very first clause is the name clause. Dear students, just see over here, this clause contains the complete name of the company, and company can put on any name but by following some restrictions. And what are these? See the very first point, the name of the company. If it is a public company, then it must be ended with the limited, and if it is a private company, then it must be ended with the private limited. Second, the name should not be similar or identical to the name of any other existing company. The name cannot be the same one. And the third and last one, the name should not contain any word like cooperative, because cooperative makes a illusion of the cooperative society. And another point is there, the name should not convey any connection or link of the company with a government department. Now the next one in this is the alteration of name clause. What is the alteration? Alteration means changes. How the changes can be brought in the name clause that have been given. A company can change its name clause by passing a special resolution and obtaining a written approval by the central government. Two things are to be done. Passing a special resolution is the first thing, and by obtaining the written approval by the central government. Thereafter, we come to the second clause, that is the situation or domicile clause. See over here, this clause contains the name of the state in which the registered office of the company is to be situated, and the registered office in which particular state the registered office is there. From there only the company can be registered. See further, a company must have a registered office when it starts its business activities or within 30 days of registration. Either the 30 days of registration or when the company is starting its business, whichever comes earlier, at the time the company must have its registered office. And how the registered office can be altered, the situation clause can be altered. There can be three situations. The first situation, when you are shifting the registered office from one state to another state. So in that condition, by passing a special resolution and by obtaining sanction of the registrar of both state, it is to be obtained. In the second condition, by passing a special resolution only if office is to be shifted from one locality to another in the same state. That means state remains same. For example, you are removing or you are changing the registered office from Kanpur to Muradabad. In that condition, the state will remain same. So only a special resolution will work over here. And the third condition, by passing an ordinary resolution, you have to pass a simple resolution if office is shifted from one locality to the another of the same town. For example, the head office have been shifted from the civil lines to the Rajendra Nagar, or from Rajendra Nagar to the Prem Nagar, for example. So in that condition only a ordinary resolution is to be passed out. Third one is the object clause. It is the most important clause of MOA, Memorandum of Association. It contains the main objectives of the company. Main and primary and secondary objectives are being kept over here. And see, the object of the company must be legal. It cannot be illegal. The object of the company should not be contrary to any provision of law or any rule of the government. And the last one, it must not be immoral. And alteration in the object clause can be done. How? A company must pass a special resolution and obtain permission of the company law board. Two things is to be done. A special resolution is to be passed, and the second, permission of the company law board is to be taken. The fourth is a liability clause. This clause defines the liability of its members of a company. We can say the shareholders of the company. In case the company is limited by shares, that means the company has issued the shares. So whatever the unpaid amount is there, that is to be paid out. And if the company is limited by the guarantee, so whatever the amount of guarantee is left out of each member, that is to be paid out. Now see the alteration in the liability clause. A company wants to make an alteration in its liability clause, then it has to pass an anonymous resolution in the meeting of its member. In the front of members only, anonymous meeting is to be done, and everyone must be satisfied or will be okay. Then only the alteration can be done in the liability clause. The next one is the capital clause. So in this, the share capital of the company is mentioned. The authorized, we can say it authorized capital, we can say it registered capital, or we can say it nominal capital. Now, how the capital clause can be altered? A company can alter its capital clause by passing a special resolution. We have to pass a special resolution, and by obtaining the approval of the company law board. The second thing is to be done is the approval of company law board. And the last one, that is the association or subscription clause. So dear students, this is the association or the subscription clause is the declaration by the directors. And what is the declaration? That we, the several persons whose name and address are submitted, are desirous of being formed into a company in accordance with Memorandum of Association, and we undertake to take the qualification share. This is the consent. This is the declaration that is the director used to give, and this declaration must be signed by all the directors of the company. जितने भी डायरेक्टर्स हैं उन सबके इसमें साइन होंगे. एन ऑल्ट्रेशन ऑफ द एसोसिएशन क्लॉज. So this is the single clause that cannot be altered anyhow. So it can be asked in the 1 marks as well. Name the clause that cannot be altered. So it is the association or subscription clause that cannot be altered anyhow. So this is all about today. God bless you all. Lots of love.